I think I had enough business acumen. I know I had enough.
Few Hollywood legends have the career longevity and charisma of Jack Nicholson.
You know, you go mad with realism, and then you come up against someone like Stanley who says, yeah, it's real, but it's not interesting.
With a 6-decade career filled with unforgettable roles, from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest to The Shining and Batman, Nicholson has worked with the best and seen it all. Known for his wit, intensity, and blunt honesty, Nicholson never shied away from saying exactly what he felt about his co-stars. As the years passed and Jack grew older, fans often wondered, were there any actors he couldn't stand? According to those close to him and stories from sets spanning the 70s to the 2000s, Nicholson had a few names that didn't exactly make his list of favorites. So today we take a look at 7 actors Jack Nicholson reportedly hated, or at least had serious friction with during his illustrious Hollywood journey. 1. Tom Cruise. The working relationship between legendary actor Jack Nicholson and superstar Tom Cruise.
Then we just, you see how we kind of work on different aerial sequences from Top Gun, and then
on the set of their 1992 masterpiece, A Few Good Men, was notably contentious despite the film's success. Nicholson, celebrated for his spontaneous, improvisational genius, found himself constantly irritated by Cruise's highly rehearsed and perfectionist approach. Nicholson reportedly felt that Cruise was overly concerned with his on-screen image, suggesting that he tried too hard to look perfect rather than be real. This fundamental difference in acting philosophy, Nicholson valuing raw instinct and Cruise emphasizing meticulous preparation, created significant friction.
And do you have a relationship where you talk, it's a parenting relationship, and talk professionally about each other's work?
Listen.
The clash was often attributed to a generational gap, pitting Nicholson's old guard spontaneity against Cruise's modern, calculated discipline. A well-known anecdote capturing Nicholson's perspective is his humorous, yet pointed advice to Cruise. "You can't direct a storm, kid. You just ride it." While both actors maintained a professional demeanor, the tension was clear to the crew. Although Nicholson respected Cruise's incredible discipline and work ethic, he ultimately felt Cruise lacked the vital, instinctive madness that Nicholson believed was essential for truly great acting. 2. Leonardo DiCaprio. Despite co-starring in Martin Scorsese's 2006 crime thriller The Departed, Jack Nicholson and Leonardo DiCaprio reportedly failed to establish a rapport. While the film is widely regarded as a modern masterpiece, Nicholson allegedly found his younger co-star to be too cautious. Nicholson's notorious, unpredictable acting style, which included unscripted moments like pulling out a gun and improvising dialogue, reportedly made DiCaprio visibly uncomfortable at times. Nicholson interpreted this discomfort as a sign of weakness, famously stating, "If you flinch on camera, you're not ready for the fire." Although Scorsese admired the talent of both actors, the clash highlighted a stylistic difference: Nicholson's old-school rawness versus DiCaprio's methodical precision. Even though Nicholson respected DiCaprio's acting ability,
oh man, what would it be?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man, that's a lot.
3. Val Kilmer. Jack Nicholson, known for his professionalism despite his eccentricities, reportedly held a strong distaste for Val Kilmer, largely due to Kilmer's reputation for being difficult and having a significant arrogance during the 1990s. While the two acclaimed actors never shared the screen, Nicholson's aversion was so pronounced that he allegedly turned down a project in the late 1990s simply upon hearing Kilmer was being considered for a co-lead role. A rumored quote attributed to Nicholson was, "I don't babysit egos." Nicholson's contempt stemmed less from their differing strong personalities and more from the documented stories and reports of Kilmer's on-set behavior, particularly concerning projects like The Island of Dr. Moreau and Batman Forever. To Nicholson, this kind of conduct was unacceptable. He believed that no level of talent could excuse an actor for showing disrespect to the cast or the crew, adhering to a firm standard of set professionalism that Kilmer's alleged actions seemed to violate.
And evaluations of your performance. Now, in each combat sequence, you're going to meet a different...
4. Ryan O'Neal. The Hollywood rivalry between Jack Nicholson and Ryan O'Neal in the 1970s was a staple of the era. They operated in the same elite circles, but their professional and personal dynamics were fiercely competitive. O'Neill cultivated an image as the quintessential charming romantic lead, a stark contrast to Nicholson's persona as the charismatic, edgy rebel. This fundamental difference fueled the underlying tension between the two actors. Their animosity was exacerbated by the fact that they frequently found themselves vying for similar high-profile acting roles, as well as competing for the attention of women in the glamorous Hollywood social scene. The mutual dislike was not merely a professional disagreement. It was deeply personal and rooted in the competitive spirit of their social environment. Nicholson's disdain for O'Neill was encapsulated in his reported cutting remark, allegedly stating that O'Neill was the kind of guy who walks into a room and makes the air thinner. This pointed quote highlights the profound nature of their personal antagonism.
These were tests they were doing, going to do little tests?
Yeah. So I would Polaroid them. I would.
5. Mickey Rourke Jack Nicholson, known for valuing authentic intensity, openly disliked what he perceived as fake toughness, a sentiment he often directed at actor Mickey Rourke.
And I got used to sleeping on the couch. And then I had 4 dogs, and it wasn't enough, so I went out and got 2 more.
Their few interactions in the 1980s left Nicholson decidedly unimpressed. Insiders suggested that Nicholson felt Rourke tried too hard to act like Brando, but fundamentally lacked the genuine depth to support such an image. Nicholson's disdain intensified in the 1990s when Rourke publicly criticized veteran actors. This move reportedly infuriated Nicholson, who dismissed Rourke as a street fighter pretending to be Shakespeare. To Nicholson, Rourke's actions demonstrated a profound disrespect for the craft and his elders in the industry. Despite Mickey Rourke's eventual career resurgence, particularly with his critically acclaimed performance in The Wrestler, the initial damage and offense had been too significant for Nicholson to overlook. The perceived disrespect sealed the animosity between the two actors, with Nicholson never truly forgiving Rourke. 6. Christian Bale. Jack Nicholson, who was replaced by Heath Ledger as the Joker in The Dark Knight, 2008.
Do the sort of prep stuff without it being somewhat intensive, because otherwise I just don't feel I have the confidence. I always imagine.
Reportedly had tension with Christian Bale, the star of Batman Begins, 2005. Nicholson criticized Bale's approach to the franchise reboot, calling it soulless and too serious. He argued that Bale's portrayal lacked the fun, chaos, and unpredictability that defined his own iconic turn as the Joker in Tim Burton's 1989 Batman. Nicholson's disdain stemmed from a belief that Bale was a mechanical actor who had lost the joy of performance. He was quoted as saying, "If you don't enjoy being the villain, you shouldn't play him." He viewed Bale as a machine, not an artist, representing a new generation of actors whose serious, modern style seemed to dismiss the golden era of performers like Nicholson himself. While Bale never publicly responded to the criticisms, it was evident that Nicholson felt unappreciated by the new direction of the franchise. 7. George Clooney. George Clooney's charm and political activism didn't sit well with Nicholson. While they never worked together, they often crossed paths at award ceremonies and Hollywood events. Nicholson reportedly saw Clooney as too polished and too image-conscious. He didn't appreciate actors who spent more time cultivating their brand than their art. According to a friend of Jack's, he once quipped, "Clooney's a great talk show guest, not a great actor." It was classic Nicholson, biting, blunt, and unapologetic. Their tension was mutual. Clooney once mentioned in an interview that Nicholson didn't like him much, to which Jack allegedly responded, "He's not wrong." Jack Nicholson's career is a towering monument in Hollywood history, a blend of brilliance, madness, and authenticity that few have ever matched. He's worked with icons, fought with egos, and walked away with respect from almost everyone, even those he didn't like. These 7 actors, Cruz DiCaprio, Kilmer, O'Neill, Rourke, Bale, and Clooney, represent not just personal grudges, but the clash between old-school Hollywood instinct and modern calculated performance. Even in his late 80s, Jack Nicholson remains brutally honest about who he admires and who he can't stand. And maybe that's why we still love him, Because in a world full of fake smiles, Jack Nicholson has always been real.